But what I was saying was that there's a controversy that speaks about whether or not we are saved by faith alone or whether or not we are saved by the works of our faith. And again, I'm no scholar nor learned theologian, but I think that the answer to both of those is actually synonymous. I believe that faith is given to us by Jesus, and the faith is not yet perfected. It is still growing. And in the process of us growing, we do works for the Lord. When we think of works, again, we're trying to rationalize and understand and comprehend God's righteousness. So we say that good works are doing good things, giving to the poor and needy, being kind, and doing this and certain actionable steps. But I think that once you are born again and you belong to God, your acts are good works. Whatever He leads you and calls you to do, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. And so all the acts that you do as born again Christian are good works. It says, lean not on your own understanding. No eye has seen, no ear has heard. We try to understand, but we cannot. And this is where surrender comes in. And I'm sure many of you have heard me on my spiel about surrender. God, teach me how to surrender. I don't know how. To help my flesh to be humble. Help me to be humble. I don't know how. We all have these different doctrines, these different understandings of our Christian faith, all these different denominations, and how do we know which one is right and which one is true? And if you ask anyone a question here on earth, they'll tell you this is the way, this is the way, this is the way the word says, right? But again, so many people interpret these things different. We have the Catholics, we have the Jehovah's Witness, we have the Hebrew Israelites, we have the Protestant and the Baptist and the Pentecostal, and I'm like, God, you're the God of all of us. And so I come to you directly. God is a relational God. We understand Him through our relationship with Him. And so each one of us perhaps could have our own understanding of the Creator. I don't believe God is never not in control. We paint it out to say that the devil's stronger than God, and he caused Adam and Eve to sin. But it's like, if God is omnipotent and omnipresent, shouldn't He know everything that was going to ever happen in the world? And if He wanted to change it, couldn't He? He chooses who to bless and who to condemn. So I know we think we have free will, but do we?